And here we are again with the second segment of Forever Football Show, our first show of the new season. We are back for the second season, and obviously now we're going to start talking about international soccer. And of course, with Filippo here, there was no other chance that we were not going to start with Italy.
Yeah.
Filippo, give us a little bit of a general update. We're going to talk about the round of today played. But let's talk a little bit about where we are in the overall tournament. What are the big highlights or the lowlights as well?
Actually, it's very interesting, Alberto, because for the first time in Italy, we have a nice league. So we don't have just one or two teams competing for the title, but we have three or four competing at the same time. There is not the first team is 10 points ahead the other one.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, AC Milan is doing great season with all these great players that they have. But Inter Milan, after Leonardo took over Benitez, which was it was incredible. He won the
World Championship,
and then he went home. And then there are these two teams. One is my team, is Napoli, that is doing great season. Actually, I think it's the best season ever after Maradona left.
Yep.
Our team, and we are in third position, 6 points behind AC Milan. But I can tell you that we had very good chance to be closer to than that. And Napoli is having a fantastic season because we found this wonderful player, which is Cavani. He came from Palermo. He scored a lot of goals. He's not playing his best in this moment, but still is a wonderful player. And with Amsic and Lavezzi, I think we have a very, very good attack, one of the best attack in Europe.
Yeah.
So, and then there is other teams like Udinese with this Niño Maravilla, Alexis Sanchez.
Where is it from?
It's Chile.
Mm-hmm.
From Chile, and I think he's 21 years old, and Barcelona, Real Madrid are already trying to invest a lot of money on him because he's really is a talent, and it is not going to play for Udinese for a long time. So say that the surprise in Italy right now are that Roma and Juventus are struggling a lot. Not that I'm disappointed about that, but of course, yeah, I know. But it's really that is the big surprise. So they came with a lot of good things, hoping that this season can be better than the other one, but actually they are doing worse.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm not too thrilled with Juventus this season thus far, but hopefully they'll turn it around. Some consistency with their coaching. I think Doneri I wasn't the biggest fan of, but I think keeping him in is going to be better than dumping him and bringing in a new face again.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised with Inter going they started the season so badly in Italy. They won the FIFA international tournament. That's fine, but they started the season very badly, and now with Leonardo, they're
in the title race again.
Yeah.
Actually, I was kind of worried at the beginning. I said, oh no. Inter made a huge mistake getting Leonardo as a coach, but then I was totally wrong because that there's this huge rivalry between Argentinian and Brazilians, and in Inter Milan there are a lot of Brazilians but a lot of Argentinians as well. But actually, Leonardo was very good in putting together all these guys with just one track mind for going back, and that was his best thing that he did so far. And of course, when you have play like Zanetti and Cambiaso, it's not hard to convince this player to play good for the team.
Oh yeah.
But he's doing well. I'm sorry that they didn't do a very good job in the first game with Bayern Munich in the Champions League. But still, they have a pretty good chance to win the Serie A game.
That's good. And look, I don't think Milan will keep the fuel all the way to the end. I don't think they have. They will not keep the momentum all the way to the end. So I think that the doors will be open for Inter, Napoli. Tell me a little bit about Lazio. Lazio started very strong with Hernanes, the Brazilian player, playing very well.
Now it's and today they lost the derby. So it was Roma Lazio today, and Roma won 2-0, and as usual.
2 with both goals.
Yeah, actually it was kind of lucky, but as usual it's a fight when there is a derby, and I guess Lazio finished this game with 9 players. So, and honestly, I don't think they have the team to compete with Napoli and Roma and Udinese for the Champions League, but you never know.
Yeah.
So the thing is about AC Milan, and I won't tell that because it's they are so lucky first of all with the referee, and a lot of people are saying that something is not totally clear there, and they have one of the most non-nice person I ever seen in my life, which is Ibrahimovic. So I really hope they can lose all the game. And for the first time today, he was sent out, and is going to be out for 2 or 3 days because, as usual, he slapped in the face of a guy.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's,
Milan seems to be. Gattuso also had an incident a couple of. They're losing their nerves apparently.
Some discipline issues. Yeah.
exactly. But for this reason, I hope really. I don't think Napoli can
Now
compete
talking
for
about
the-
disciplinary actions and a summary of what happened during the off season, let's also talk about what not happened, which was goals by Adriano for Roma.
Yeah.
The guy showed up,
Yeah.
played a couple of games, a big investment, big announcement as a player who's coming from the big rival Inter Milan, and didn't play what 8 games and no
Yeah.
goals.
Yeah, everybody was thinking he was with the Pope in Rome because nobody saw him. So, but
He
I,
was obviously planning to spend Carnival in Brazil.
yeah, yeah. Actually, I think but I have to give you credit, but because when I remember when we were doing one of these our show, and you said Roma got Adriano, and then you started laughing. So I say, and you were right. Say, I'm pretty sure he's not going to play any game, and that's what happened. So
And look, he was, the thing is that even though after he was in Inter, had the entire fallout and didn't even go to the World Cup because he got so many problems personally. But he was playing very well in Flamengo in Rio. He was scoring I think he scored 33 goals in about 43 games or something like that. So
Yeah.
it's a great average, but it's because he was near the beach and he could go play foot soccer and relax between one practice and the other. I don't think he can do it in Italy.
No, not in Italy, not in anywhere else in Europe. So it just doesn't lie. Doesn't fit anymore for that league.
So he might also be on his way back to Brazil, similar to other big players like Luis Fabiano is coming back
Yeah.
from Sevilla to São Paulo.
But-
Ronaldinho is in Flamengo.
But tell me something. I was curious about that. There are money right now in Brazil because all these players coming back. It seems that they have to pay their salary and
Look, I
for
think
sure
there's a
they're not cheap.
combination of things. The economy is doing better and the teams have more money. There's also the aspect of most of these players, they realize that they already made all the money that they need for the rest of their lives. And now they want to have, be close to family again. And the other thing that I think, might be minor or not, is that Mano Menezes is sending a clear message that he likes he likes to see players playing in Brazil to call for the national team as well.
So tell me then, what do you think is going to happen with Neymar and Ganso? So
Oh, I think that they'll try to keep Santos. Will try to keep all these teams are trying this. They call soccer engineering, that they get all these sort of marketing firms and try to get marketing sponsorships and try to keep the player in. I think it can work for a while, but I think the long term these teams will find themselves in tough financial position. They don't even know what they still don't know.
because it's very difficult in my opinion
Yeah.
to refuse an offer like I read that the Chelsea offered 50 million euro for Neymar.
Look,
so.
in a sense, the entire soccer industry all over the world is an inflated industry that
Yeah.
can go bankrupt at any time. The MLS actually is probably one of the few seasons out there
smarter leagues
that
out
is
there,
like
yeah.
it grows as a business steadily,
Yeah.
and all the mechanisms to make the teams be competitive all along, differently than other leagues that they're the only way to win is to throw
Spend
more and more money.
Yeah.
And they throw money and they don't win anything, and then you just become this downward spiral. I think soccer is an industry that is under risk financially, and it's not different in Brazil. I think that they are living the dream, and it can become a nightmare very soon. Any more comments about Italy?
I think we're fine. We have just to wait. Really, I hope that my team can make the Champions League because for us can make a huge difference. First of all, we can keep our champions like Amsic and Lavezzi and Cavani.
Yeah.
If not, Amsic is going to be in England and Cavani is going to go to Spain. It's very difficult to keep this player if you don't go to Champions League.
So I have my money for the champions. I have my money on Inter, and I would say that for the Champions League, Milan, Inter, Napoli, and Lazio.
Yeah, will be. If you want, I can sign right now.
All right. Sounds good. We'll go for another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to cover Spain and England. Stay with us at Forever Football Show in our second and exciting new